This is my last day of Vlogmas, and we're starting with a McDonald's. It's the best way to start it. Josh was very put out that we was having some like McDonald's today. This isn't a good angle, is it? We're about to put a toner on my hair. My roots are not due to be done. Well, I've got an appointment at the salon on the 6th of Jan. So a couple of weeks and the roots will be done. But I have noticed it's starting to go a bit yellowy on the ends. So we're going to tone my hair today. It only stays on for like 15 minutes. And then me and Mum are going to have some of Sam's banana bread. And we're going to do our nails. Look how shocking and awful these are. Like, whoops. Here we are with the mess I've already made. It blobbed here in this area and I moved it over here. I'm gonna do some mixing.
Time of year when there's joy all around, a special feeling that is easily found. It doesn't come from a store at the mall, but you can feel it each time the jingle bells call. Merry Christmas, baby, Merry Christmas with love. Throw a lock on the door.
Here's our setup. So we got this thing that I've never used before, and then we've got the colours. It's not like, at least on the bottles you can see what colour they are, whereas this one's just the top. And then we've got our banana bread and our cuppa. Are these new mugs? Have I seen them before?
That's a new mug Sam got.
Oh yes. And then these, whoops, I think these are a lot of like reddy kind of brown colours, which I tend to wear more of when I paint my own nails. Oh, that's an interesting colour. And then sparkly, we've got sparkly pink and a sparkly red. And then, what's that one? Different kind of red. Okay. We've got pinks or reds. And this dark, this looks like a dark blue, but like almost black. I'm not entirely sure.
Or come old horse up the sleigh, we're going our pride in the old-fashioned way. Feel the runners flying over the snow. The horses just seem to know the way to go. Merry Christmas, baby, Merry Christmas with love. Here we go. Christmas with love. Now the moon's on the rise as we pull in the yard, like something you see on a Christmas card. We'll sit for a spell, meet the wintertime sky, and maybe we'll see those reindeer fly. Merry Christmas, baby.
Making a pit stop back at home just for a quick 5 minutes. I will be going to pick up Josh from work shortly. I do want to get there early in case traffic is bad, and then I'll sit in the car and read for a bit. I am so close to finishing A December to Remember. I think I've gotten to, yeah, I'm on chapter 39 now, so that's in the wrong place. Chapter 39. I say I'm so close, yet I've still got a decent amount left there to finish in this book. I don't love it, but it's okay. That's all I'm giving you right now. It's following three sisters that are following their dad's will in order to try and get the inheritance. I sound so not bothered, don't I? I just want to put a little bit of makeup on for filming the rest of this video. I know in my last video I said I really wasn't bothered, but I do like looking back and thinking that I made an effort, that I looked nice in the videos, and it'll also make me want to watch them back. It might sound a bit silly, but that's my thought process. I did pop into Tesco before going to my mum's this morning, and I did get some pens, some new pens. Nothing's going to cover these eye bags today. Let's go for something a bit darker. So initially the plan was spending the whole day with my mum, and I did do that. However, it did end up being quite busy. We didn't end up doing everything we really wanted to. Why do my eyes just look like the abyss? I don't even want to put that much on. I just want a little bit to look, you know, that little sun kiss, that little refreshed. I absolutely am obsessed with blush, especially liquid blushes. Rare Beauty and Charlotte Tilbury, those are my absolute favourite blushes. No all-time favourite. Didn't think I'd ever have like those kind of favourites. There's like blushes, but to me they're to die for. They're just gorgeous, and they make me feel like I'm sparkling. The battery's flashing at me saying it's low. This is my life, guys. This is it. This is what happens to me. So as I mentioned earlier, I went to Tesco this morning. I picked these pens up for my journaling. So if you watched my vlog where I started my book journal, I needed some new pens, so I picked these up this morning. I also needed an eraser, so I got myself an eraser. This was just like 50p, so I got an eraser, and I also picked up a sharpener because I got some coloured pencils, and in case I want to use those, I didn't even know if I owned a sharpener. Also grabbed some tissue paper. These are for the bottles of alcohol we've bought for people, so I'm just going to wrap tissue paper around them and put them in gift bags. So I've switched over to filming on my phone because the battery ran out on the camera. However, my front camera doesn't work, so I'm filming this without being able to see how good this footage is, which sucks. Later on tonight, I think I'm going to go on my laptop and see if I can get a new phone. So that'll be part of the plan. I can't even remember what I was saying as I was finishing the last clip. I know I was talking about makeup, wanted to put some on. I've done that, feeling a little bit better. I'm trying my best to get used to this hair colour. It's just a toner, which means it will fade, it will wash out, and it will go back to being similar to the last one. And it was just supposed to be like ash, like an ashy, like silver colour, and it kind of is that, but it's kind of not. And the weird thing is, I absolutely love this colour, like I really do love it, but it's so different to what was there before. I was so vibrant and light, and it's just thrown me a little bit. It's just taken me a minute to get used to it. That's all it is. And it is really distracting me though. So the plan: go and pick up Josh, have pizza when he gets back, wrap up the bud up. Finally, we are going to possibly get a new phone. We're going to have a look at that, and maybe do some editing. I'm pretty sure there was something else I wanted to do and I've completely forgotten what it is. I know Josh really wants to watch the last Harry Potter, which we're supposed to be watching on Sunday. We started it yesterday, but then I needed to do editing. Everything's all over the place. Oh my goodness. I just keep thinking of random things to tell you. Like when I went into Tesco, I also did look for a vase for my Lego. And I'm also mentioning things from past videos, not knowing if anyone's going to know what I'm on about. But then, does it really matter? These videos were originally for me. You see what I mean? My brain is just like blah, 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 right now. I've just exhausted myself. I think I'm going to drive to Swansea, go get Josh, and if he's not ready to leave, I will sit in the car and I don't know what to do. I don't know if I just take my laptop in case I just want to look online while I'm waiting for him. I kind of do, but at the same time, everything seems to be dying. Batteries, everything needs to be charged right now. Why is this happening to me? Hello. It is the next day. And I'm in my pyjamas and I plan on staying in my pyjamas all day. That is the plan. I put makeup on and you saw me for like 5 minutes with some makeup on in this video. I mentioned that I was going to order a new phone and it's coming today. So I will show you what phone I've got and do a little unboxing. It's probably not that exciting. Like a bajillion people have this phone. Anyway, I'm going to do an unboxing when it gets here. I did get some tissue paper yesterday. So I'm just going to like kind of pack up the 2 bottles of stuff with the tissue paper, wrap the Buddha and have some leftover pizza from last night. That's the plan right now. That's what we're going to do.
With love. Have gone home. It's you and me, baby, we're here all alone. Come sit by my side, hear the Christmas tree lights, and let me unwrap my present tonight. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas with love. Merry Christmas, baby. Merry
I literally
Christmas
did one gift bag and my phone has arrived. My phone is here. I really enjoy watching people like unbox like gadgets, like I don't know, like phones and laptops and things like that, even though I haven't got the money to necessarily upgrade my own devices. I'm not as fortunate as I'd like to be. Do you know what mainly sold me on this phone is the fact that it's pink. Like that was the main thing that made me want this phone. It's pink. I have a pink phone. Oh my god. It's so weird, like look how dark that is and then the pink on the other side. Oh my god. It actually feels precious. Ooh, Apple. Josh told me this was the smaller one and I was like, oh, maybe I should have got a plus because it's bigger, but it's like an extra £200 for the phone just because it's slightly bigger and has slightly longer battery life. Don't think so. Not gonna happen. Says hello. Can you see that? Oh, it's gone. This is what's currently going on. So I'm trying to transfer everything from the old phone to the new phone, and it's saying it's going to take about an hour 18, which is fine because I've got work to do. So at least I can leave it doing this while I crack on with work. But I'm excited and this is fun. So we may have had to use some kind of packing tape or like masking packing tape, this stuff, but I think it looks fine because it's such a big box. It's kind of like, it just adds to the look. And my mum wasn't expecting this to be wrapped anyway, so she purchased this and I gave her the money because she knew it was what she wanted. So I quite kind of like it with the big tape, to be honest. It is, let me just get my new phone and have a look at the time. So it's 8:25, just had an everything shower, so hair has been washed, everything has been scrubbed. That's why I'm quite pink in the face. But we're gonna deal with it, we're gonna cope. Okay, first of all, I thought I'd mention, don't know if I'd told you what books I was reading at the moment. I am reading A December to Remember, and I've got, so I'm on page 286. Let's see how many pages are in this book. 394. So I've got roughly, let's just say roughly 100 pages of this book left. So I've been switching between reading the physical copy and listening to it on Audible, and it's where there's 3 sisters. They've all got the same father and different mothers. They don't really get along that well. The oldest, I believe, is 40 and the youngest is 28. I remember the middle one, I think she's in her 30s. I think roughly that's the age range between the 3 sisters. So their dad dies, and he was like loved by like everyone. Everyone loved this man, but no one really knew him. He's given his daughters a series of hoops to jump through to be able to unlock their inheritance, and they are only allowed to do it. They can only do it if they do it as a team, do it together. If one of them backed out, then none of them would be able to get anything. And it's about these sisters coming together. It's a small town. Only one of the sisters lives in this small town, and the other 2 are staying over Christmas to try and get the inheritance. They're trying to come together, trying to help each other. They've all got different things going on in their lives which you learn about, and it is very much community vibes. They are all struggling in different ways, and it is good. It's a good story. I don't care that much. Like, I don't really care an awful lot about the characters, about what's going on. So I'm going to finish it because I want to know what happens. But it's a very difficult one to rate because although I am enjoying it, I also don't care. The other book I was reading was on Kindle. I'll put up a picture here. It's called The Inmate. It's by Frida McFadden. I actually finished that book last night and gave it 4 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. So Frida McFadden, this is the second book of hers that I have finished, that I have read, and I have to say, similar to Never Lie, which is the other Frida McFadden book I've read, similar to that one, there aren't that many characters, so you think there's got to be a way of you figuring out who's done what and where the plot's going. But she does such a good job of surprising me. The prologue was just so good. It is about this nurse that starts working at a penitentiary where she put someone in there for trying to kill her. So he's serving a life sentence. She starts working there out of desperation of needing a job. She can't get a job anywhere else. She has had this guy's baby, who is now 10 years old, and nobody knows that it's his. Her parents did, but they have passed. She's moved into her parents' house. She can't get a job anywhere except for the penitentiary, so this like prison. So she starts working there, and it's about what follows, the people she kind of meets moving back to her hometown. You also get chapters of what happened the night that Shane, the guy in jail, actually tried to kill her. So you get like clips, like each chapter is about what happened that night. Sorry, I keep rubbing my eyes. I am tired, but at the same time, like, I want to finish this video. I want to keep filming a little bit, and I'm also going to edit. I think my eyes are they just needed a good rub. Every minute reading that book, I was so eager to know what was going to happen. Next up, we're going to talk about my new phone. So I decided to go for the iPhone 15. So this one is slightly smaller. The iPhone 15 Plus is a slightly bigger version of this. And I think I'm pleased I went for this size. Like, I had to get it for it being pink. I've got a couple of cases coming, and sorry, I got itchy nose. And I'm so nervous about using this phone without having the cases. Let's hope they arrive soon. So I'm going to record my screen so you can see what I'm seeing. Boom. Recording. I don't know if you can see this. I mean, it's got the recording symbol, but if you can, so this is my home screen. My Josh with the gonks. Love the gonks. Absolutely obsessed with them. So Josh is quite clearly my background. Do you know what? I've been really wanting a lovely picture of Josh, just Josh, rather than the both of us, for my phone background. And he only just recently kind of lets me take them of him by himself. And I had to do one with the gonks as well. Like, I used to call them Christmas gnomes. It was only this year I learned they're called gonks. Sometimes I slip up and still call them Christmas gnomes. Whatever they are, they're the most adorable things ever. Anywho, so we've got, as you can see, we have the weather, we have the calendar. I don't know if I want the calendar this big though. Remove stack, edit home screen. Let's just see what else we can put here. So no photos available, so we could remove it. We've got a calendar underneath as well. Let's just get rid of it then. Let's remove stack, remove. Oh, okay. I was hoping that they'd all stay underneath. I mean, it does look quite good. Anyway, so calendar, photos, camera, mail. These are all just your general kind of apps. And then productivity. I like having folders for things that I'm still going to use, but not that often. Because all of this, apart from OneDrive really, I would still use. Same as utilities. So, well, I doubt I'm going to use a compass, but I doubt I'm going to use much of this apart from the calculator. And then shopping, so there's a few shopping apps. Bills, so I just called this bills. I need to find something else to name it really. I'm going to call it, let's rename it. I'm going to call it Life Admin. That's much better. Yes, Life Admin, prefer that definitely. So Life Admin, and then we've got Instagram. Everend is an app that used to be called Scribd, so it's like an Audible app. YouTube, Facebook, Audible, WhatsApp, Goodreads, Maps. So I have done this in a kind of order that they're most used to least used. So I would say that's kind of Facebook and Audible. Well, actually Facebook. So Facebook needs to go here. There we go, that's more like it. I'm really like, you could tell that I'm such a grandma when it comes to technology. Like, I think the excitement of getting a new phone does wear off quite quickly because to an extent they're somewhat the same. But it's fun, it's pink, I've set it up, all done and dusted, I've wrapped the presents, and I think I'm gonna call it a night. This video's been a bit all over the place. I hope you enjoyed. This is going to be up on Christmas Eve, so I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great Christmas. This ends my Vlogmas. I'm so like happy with my 12 days of Vlogmas, and I don't know if I'm going to film any more over Christmas. It's a possibility. If not, I will see you in the new year. I'm hoping I don't leave it too long before uploading, because I am getting a few more subscribers. So if you are one of these people and you have started kind of watching my videos, thank you so much. I hope you have a super duper good one. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Goodbye.